Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females measure just a dreamy. 'Cause baby girl, you are so.
Where did all the PBS Kids shows go? Seriously, one day they were just gone. Arthur, Cybercase, Clifford, The Magic School Bus, all the classics we grew up watching just disappeared. I wanted to know why, so I decided to look into it and figure out what really happened to the PBS Kids we all remember, and what's going on with the new shows that replaced them. You know what's wild? PBS Kids used to have so many classic shows that I grew up watching, but now so many of them are gone or changed. It's honestly kind of upsetting. PBS Kids had all the good stuff like Sesame Street, Arthur, and The Magic School Bus. And get this, I didn't even know The Magic School Bus was a PBS Kids show until recently. There was also Bill Nye the Science Guy, Reading Rainbow, which I never really watched, and Barney and Friends. That dinosaur, no thank you. People always said he was creepy. He's this little purple dinosaur, and honestly, no one should be watching that. And of course, there was Clifford the Big Red Dog. Most of these shows came from the 1990s, which is crazy because I wasn't even born then. There were so many others too, like Teletubbies. Yes, that one, and lots more I didn't even know about until later. Then, in the 2000s, PBS Kids had shows like Cybercase, Caillou, Bob the Builder, and Thomas and Friends. I remember some of these, not all of them, but they had a lot of good shows during that time. What I don't get is why PBS Kids keeps taking these classic shows down. Why? These shows were the best. They're the reason so many of us watched PBS Kids in the first place. It makes me sad because I would love to watch them again, even though they're old. They bring back so much nostalgia. Some of these shows even remind me of my parents' childhood, so watching them again would be special. PBS Kids was basically the GOAT back in my day. Every evening, I knew exactly what I wanted to watch. Wild Kratts was my favorite. That show taught me so much about animals, and it always made learning fun. But then, around 2020, maybe during COVID, a lot of these shows started getting taken down. At the same time, new shows started popping up or were planned for PBS Kids, and I just remember thinking, what is PBS Kids doing? When I was a kid, I couldn't watch YouTube or anything else. My parents only let me watch PBS Kids because they trusted it. It was the safest channel for kids. So yeah, that's the PBS Kids I grew up with, but now it feels like it's disappearing, and I'm definitely not here for that. So the big question is, why did PBS Kids even remove all these good shows? The ones I grew up with, and maybe the ones you grew up with too. I wanted to find out the answer, so I did some digging. Here's what I learned. PBS Kids removed shows for a few reasons. One big reason is streaming or broadcast rights. That means they don't always own the shows, so sometimes the rights to show them get taken away or sold to other platforms. That's why some of the old shows disappeared. There are also changes in programming strategies. PBS Kids wants to promote new content, so they cut older shows to make room for newer ones. Plus, there were some funding cuts, which means there's less money to keep all the shows running. Another thing is a shift in what kids want to watch now. The new generation watches differently, so PBS Kids tries to keep up with what's popular and new. Kids now spend more time on YouTube or streaming platforms, and the shorter attention spans make long shows harder to keep around. Honestly, it's kind of a mix of everything. Rights issues, money problems, and changes in what viewers want. I didn't know PBS Kids was dealing with all of this behind the scenes. It makes me wonder if there's ever a way to bring back some of these shows or at least keep the classics available somewhere. Okay, so personally, I don't watch PBS Kids as much anymore because, well, I'm older now. But sometimes, you just gotta watch what you gotta watch, right? Like, sometimes my sister will put on PBS Kids for a bit, then switch to YouTube, and I'll be like, wait, what is PBS Kids even putting out these days? so I decided to look it up. Here's what I found. There's Alma's Way, which came out in October 2021. It's about a young girl named Alma and her family. Then there's Rosie's Rules, which premiered in October 2022. It's about a girl named Rosie who's learning about her family and community. My brother finds this next one funny, especially the intro, and I don't really get it, but okay. It's called Work It Out Wombats, and it started in February 2023. It follows 3 wombat siblings as they solve problems together. There's also Lila in the Loop, a newer show from February 2024. It's about Lila and her blue sidekick named Stu using creative problem solving. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of this one, just saying. These new shows have their pros and cons. I'm not the artist or creator, so I can't hate too hard, but some of the art styles are unique and cool. Others, I'm just not really feeling because of how they're done or what they're about. Things are different now, and that's okay. Nothing's really wrong with these shows. They're just the kind of shows kids are watching these days. I didn't forget about the shoutouts. In my last video, some people asked for shoutouts, and honestly, thank you so much for that. It actually made me feel a lot better. So, here are the shoutouts for today's video. Those are the shoutouts for today's video. Thank you so much to everyone who commented that they wanted one. It honestly makes me so happy when people ask for shoutouts. Even if you already got one before, it just means a lot. By the way, I did a community poll not too long ago asking if I should play Roblox with you guys, and a couple of people said yes. I still need at least 100 comments to make it happen, so if you haven't yet, go check out that post and comment what game you want to play. I'll probably try to play with you guys next Saturday since that's when I usually post my rant videos anyway. Also, I just changed my banner and it looks pretty slay. Not gonna lie, when I hit 50,000 subscribers, I'm going to friend everyone who wants to add me back, but only if you're following me on Roblox. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe so we can make that happen. I'll also start doing more community polls and try to play with more fans soon. I might even turn my joins on later so anyone who really wants to play with me can join in. Oh, and there's a special video dropping Monday, and it's kind of important, so make sure you're there or have it scheduled. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any shows you used to watch on PBS Kids, comment them down below. The prompt for today's comments is, what was your favorite PBS Kids show? Mine was Wild Kratts. I'll see you guys next time, bye.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females measure just to dream me. Cause baby girl, you are so easily pretty. The only reason that I can do tonight is cause I know you will invite. The only reason that this dress is kept tight is cause I thought that you would like it. I'm only gone for this corazón.